What if the final judgment isn't what you were always taught? Imagine opening your eyes in a timeless darkness, surrounded by souls waiting for their sentence. No pleas, no second chances, only a voice that decides your eternity. And what if it never speaks your name? Before the first sunrise, before matter took shape, there was law, not written by hands, but spoken by existence itself. Beyond the galaxies, beyond the idea of time, stands a realm that never began and will never end. There, silence reigns not as emptiness, but as command. In that endless dominion stands the great white throne, radiant, immovable, beyond comprehension. Its presence bends creation itself, and everything that was ever made exists beneath its gaze. No distance hides, no shadow conceals. All falls under its light. Around it, nothing moves unless it is allowed. The realm feels both infinite and suffocating, every breath suspended at the edge of judgment. Angels stand in ranks older than planets, neither speaking nor blinking. They await the calling of names. Beneath the throne lies the record of all being. Books unfold like stars across the horizon, each glowing faintly with the memory of a soul. But above them, one stands apart, the Book of Life. Its cover gleams like molten light, its pages alive, as though time itself breathes through them. No explanation is given. There is no need, for this place existed before questions, before conscience, before even fear. It is the courtroom of the cosmos, and eventually, everything that ever lived will stand here. Then, without warning, the command is given. A sound unlike any other pierces the stillness, not thunder, not trumpet, but both. It ripples through the edges of existence, and creation obeys. Beneath oceans, sand begins to stir. Mountains groan as if remembering something ancient. Graves crack open, releasing the silence they had kept for ages. The sea gives up its dead, and the earth exhales the forgotten. From the dust of battlefields, from the ruins of empires, from caves and catacombs, they rise. Countless shapes take form. The child, the king, the unknown, the cruel, the kind. No distinction remains. All breathe the same air of judgment. The sun itself seems dimmed, as though mourning what it must witness. Even nature holds its breath. Wind and wave freeze before the grandeur of this return. They do not rise as they once were. No wounds, no crowns, no marks of decay. Yet something essential missing. Their bodies are whole, but stripped of what was borrowed. Identity, possession, pretense. Before the throne, there are no nations, no titles, no language to divide them. Only presence, only truth. And as the multitudes stand before the eternal light, a realization falls like gravity. There is no escape, no delay, no second death to hide behind. Every secret thought, every forgotten act stands awakened beside them. All that was hidden now breathes in the open air of eternity. And among the endless crowd, the first murmur rises. This is the day we were told would come. And then, silence again. The countless crowd divides, and from it, one soul steps forward. He stands alone before the throne, not as he was in life, but as he truly is. There are no chains, yet he cannot move. No guards, yet he cannot flee. Before him appears a mirror, vast as space, yet clear as glass. It holds no reflection of flesh, only memory. Moments unfold like pages caught in fire. The words he spoke, the thoughts he whispered, the intentions he buried, all return, alive and undeniable. He sees his kindness, but also the pride behind it. His generosity, but tainted by need for recognition. His silence, when truth demanded speech. Every compromise disguised as wisdom stands revealed. The weight of his own choices presses down, final and irrefutable. One by one, others take his place. A woman who built her life on appearance. Her smile fades into dust. A man who harmed without remorse. His power dissolves like smoke. Even those who preached righteousness tremble as their unspoken thoughts rise to accuse them. In this courtroom, justice has no voice. It simply is. No one protests. No one argues. Each judgment comes not from command, but from the undeniable clarity of revealed truth. The faces in the crowd shift between horror and awe, because for every condemned soul, their story mirrors their own. And amid the echo of weeping hearts, a single question begins to form. If even the righteous are found guilty, what hope remains for the rest of us? The final soul stands silent. The echoes fade, and all eyes turn to the throne. The book of life lies open, radiant, infinite. Each name burns softly, like stars suspended on breath. Then, the light begins to dim. One by one, the names fade, until only a few remain, glowing faintly in the stillness. The judge's hand rests upon the page. No voice speaks, no explanation is given. There is only decision. The cover begins to close, slowly, as time itself trembles. When it shuts, the sound is nothing, yet it carries through all creation. No plea remains, no word can be added. The heavens grow silent, and eternity itself holds its breath. It is finished. Then comes the sound of movement, slow, deliberate, endless. The condemned begin to walk, not pushed, not dragged, simply drawn as if gravity itself has turned against them. Before them opens the chasm, vast, radiant with fire that does not belong to this universe. It is not red, but white, like truth made flame. No screams rise, for even despair dares not speak in the face of finality. This is not punishment. This is the harvest. The angels of justice stand like pillars along the edges, motionless, their expressions neither hard nor merciful. They do not rejoice, they only fulfill. Each step forward echoes across eternity, a sentence, a reminder, a closure. The condemned look back one last time. They see the throne behind them, its light unwavering, untouched by sorrow. For them, there are no second chances, no appeals, no forgotten deeds to cling to. What was written is now lived, and what is lived will never fade. One by one, they cross the threshold. The flame consumes shadow and form alike, not with violence, but with inevitability. It is as if darkness itself surrenders to its end. And when the last one vanishes, the gate seals. Silence returns, deep and heavy. Yet beneath that silence, something stirs. For judgment, though completed, is not yet finished. Now the heavens themselves are summoned. From the edges of light come the beings once called holy, those who once sang the creation into being. But their radiance is gone, their music silenced. The brightness that once crowned them now burns against them. No scroll opens for them, no witnesses speak. Their deeds are not recorded. They are existence itself, imprinted with rebellion. Every movement of their essence testifies against them. Every glow now twisted into shadow. The throne does not accuse, it only shines. And in that light, their splendor fractures to reveal what they became. Not monsters, but glory corrupted, purpose hollowed out by pride. They kneel not by command, but because even defiance collapses under truth. For ages they had wandered, deceiving, destroying, whispering into mortal hearts. Now they face the one they turned from. Their fall is complete, their sentence written before the dawn of man. The heavens mourn in silence. For once, they were light itself, and now they belong to the darkness they created. Then the last defendants stand, not men, not angels, but forces, ancient, terrible, unseen since the beginning. Death and hell take form before the throne, trembling under the weight of truth they once mocked. Death, the oldest curse, stands hollow, a shadow shaped like absence. Hell burns beside it, restless, consuming itself in endless hunger. They had ruled over creation like tyrants, believing nothing would end them. But now, their dominion collapses under the decree of the eternal judge. The command is not shouted, it is spoken without sound, yet all existence hears it. The sentence is simple. Their power is revoked. The destroyer becomes the destroyed. Fire meets fire, consuming itself until only silence remains. Hell is cast into the lake it once ruled. Death follows, swallowed by the light it sought to escape. For the first time since the dawn of time, there is no end left to fear. The cycle is broken. The grave is no more. And the universe breathes again. The fire fades, and with it, the last echo of sorrow. Where judgment ends, creation begins again. From the ashes of what was, light seeps through, gentle, pure, untouched by grief. The throne still stands, but its brilliance is no longer blinding. It radiates warmth, a promise fulfilled. Around it, the fabric of reality reshapes itself. Skies woven in peace, waters without depth or storm. Every trace of decay is undone, not erased, but renewed, carved into beauty by the hand that judges and restores alike. The earth breathes again, unscarred and eternal. Every soul found in the book of life rises into this dawn, clothed not in glory, but in harmony. No pain, no death, no memory of fear remains. The voice that once spoke judgment now whispers creation's first words once more. Behold, I make all things new. And as the new light fills the heavens, it carries no triumph, no applause, only peace. The story of eternity continues, not written in fear nor in flame, but in the gentle silence of everlasting life. When the final page closes, what will be written beside your name? The story is still unfolding, and for now, the silence of eternity waits, listening until the day it speaks again.